Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to talk about my experience with veganism. Now before I continue with this video, I want to clarify that I'm not here to talk negatively about any diet, especially the vegan diet. I'm just here to share my experience with the vegan diet, how it went for me, how it was for me, and why I'm not on a vegan diet anymore. I went on a vegan diet for about 10 months and I approached this diet using my knowledge and experience on nutrition. The main reason why I went vegan, it was for ethical reasons. I didn't want to support the suffering and the unethical protocols that the food industry uses with animals. So that was the main reason. By then I thought that I felt hypocrite because I love animals and I was eating some of them. Also, there was a lot of hype on the internet, famous people, athletes saying that vegan diet was the best, that they felt amazing. There were some studies confirming how the vegan diet had a possible good effect on health. There was a lot of noise out there saying that it is the future and it was the best. So I wanted to try it myself. I wanted to test it myself and see how I feel so I can develop my own conclusions on this diet. But the way I did it was very extreme. Before I was vegan, I was just having a regular diet, consuming animal foods and plants, fruits, and all of that. I wasn't having dairy by then because I thought I was lactose intolerant, as I mentioned in my previous video. So the way I did it was very extreme. I went straight into being a vegan. I didn't even transition it through being a vegetarian and then a vegan. I was just straight into it. I go all the way in or I don't. So I cut down on animal foods immediately in order to get my protein. I was consuming chickpeas, legumes, lentils, hemp seeds, seitan, tempeh, and all of that. I was having a vegan protein powder, and I have to admit I started taking creatine because I wasn't eating any animal foods. In order to get my omega-3, I was having algae and I was consuming more walnuts and flax seeds and all of these precursors to omega-3. And of course, I started supplementing vitamin B12. So in the beginning, I didn't notice much changes when it comes to strength in the gym, probably because I was taking some creatine. I was tracking my calories, my macros, to make sure that I was getting enough protein, carbohydrates, and fats in my diet. I gotta say that I was struggling to get my daily protein intake based on my physical activity and all of that. I was also consuming more carbohydrates than usual. I felt lighter. I lost weight, even though I was consuming more carbohydrates. And for about 5 to 6 months, I started to get mild injuries, some muscle strains, things like that that make me question if I was low in protein or whether I was low in certain macronutrient. I did a blood test to check everything and the doctors say that everything was fine. But there was something inside of me that I feel like my body was saying, you need to do some changes. That happened about 6 to 7 to 8 months. But I didn't want to give up on this goal. I wanted to see how far I could go and how long I was able to sustain this diet. However, I was also aware of bioavailability when it comes to nutrients. Some nutrients are more bioavailable in animal foods. So it was like a battle in my mind. I didn't want to go back to eating meat and support the industry and all of these unethical protocols and all of that. So I started to do my research and I said to myself, well, I'm going to support the local farmers. I live in London, but there are really good farmers outside London. If you want to check them out, I can put a link below. So I decided to stop being a vegan and try again having meat progressively and see how I felt. So I say to myself, I'm just going to get better quality of animal products. And then I decided to get grass-fed beef, wild caught fish, sustainable wild-caught fish, seasonal and organic vegetables, and then eventually I also added some dairy, which I talked about in my previous video. So then after I included animal foods again, I noticed a change, a significant difference in how I felt. I felt with more energy, my training improved. It was like as if my body was saying, finally you listen to me. I gotta say though that it wasn't an easy transition, because the main reason why I went vegan is because of the animals. I didn't want to support again the industry. And anyway, I was aware that I was eating animals again, and so I like to practice. I don't belong to any religion, but I like to practice some form of spirituality. So I bless my meals before I eat. Now, this was just my personal experience with the vegan diet and how I felt. A lot of people out there, they feel amazing on a vegan diet or as vegetarians. That's fine. If it works for you, good. For me, it didn't work, and I decided not to continue doing it. And yes, again, some nutrients are more bioavailable in animal foods. The absorption rate is higher, especially nutrients such as iron, zinc, copper, vitamin B12, and things like that. Anyway, I just wanted to create this video to share with you my experience with veganism. Again, I'm not here to criticize the vegan diet. I just wanted to share my experience. And at the end of the day, you can do whatever you want, and you can choose your diet that works for you and that makes you feel the best. If you're struggling to commit to your fitness goals and you don't have any guidance and don't know where to start, I'm here to help you. Send me an email and send me a DM to my other social medias, and I'll be more than happy to help you. Again, thanks for watching. Make sure you click like and subscribe and follow for more. Thank you.